Hey you! Yes, you! Have you heard that you can now join my Discord server and chat with other anime sins lovers and from time to time myself? Well, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below to join and I'll see you there! Warning, this video is for comedy purposes only, and as such, should not be taken too seriously. So I just happened to pause at one specific moment during this zoom-in scene, and my god, what the actual fuck am I looking at here? It's like a child's worst nightmare and good dream all wrapped up in one very convoluted looking picture. Really seems like something you could have easily discussed with him during the entire trip, rather than hoping he doesn't act very surprised upon hearing it and ruin the whole ruse by saying something along the lines of, "What are you talking about?" Wow, dude, you just got upgraded from boyfriend to fiancé within less than 10 seconds. I'll imagine you'll be married within the next few minutes and divorced by the end of the day. Forgetting that you can turn the TV off at the source using the TV's off button. And yes, that's a technical term. Typing in multiple letters on a keyboard equals dodging objects in a game world. The other lad, knowing what's at stake here if the hacker is allowed to continue ruining the game using his name, allows the kids to climb all over this dude while he's trying to battle. So to be clear, he pressed some keys on his cell phone and this allowed him to use an avatar to point in the direction away from himself to make the enemy look away and then also drag his friend's avatar away from danger. Right? How though?
オズの高いセキュリティ能力が裏目に出てるんだ。
その通り。大統領のアカウントを盗めば核ミサイルだって撃てるかも。
Probably not, given that in our world it's not literally a nuclear button and the codes change all the time that are required to fire any nukes. This lady is seemingly meaning to do good, but actually sounds more as though she's scolding these people who are in the process of doing their jobs to the very best of their abilities.
昔のことを言いなさんなガキちゃん。あんたをぶん殴ったのは半世紀も前のことじゃないか。何千何万って人が困ってる。
Actually, it's more like hundreds of millions, given the news report. Just wanted to point that out.
逃げて
！Well, that took a rather random turn. She's oddly more hostile towards him, having learnt that he will be getting money and is willing to put it back into the family, than at the start when all he'd done to their knowledge is steal a bunch of the family money and run away to America. I would happily let them have this moment if the old dude told us he hasn't driven a truck in a long time, but since he doesn't and somehow manages to fail to stop before knocking over the forklift, I have to sin it.
触るな！触るなと言ったら触るな！
触ってないじゃん。見てるだけじゃん。
問題は冷却ですね。このうちクーラーないし。
These kids know without looking when he's watching them and when he's not.
来やがった。
It's still very hard for me to imagine that he's doing all of these complicated moves with a simple keyboard rather than, say, a gaming controller, for example. I wouldn't normally take it so seriously, but they've gone quite far into detail to show us the incredibly powerful PC they built and the expensive monitor they're using and so on and so forth. Okay, now this is a little bit more like I expected. It's just odd to be shown that CGI world this entire time when it would appear that in reality this is what the game actually looks like, I'm guessing? This absolute fucking moron takes all of the gigantic ice blocks away from the PC, clearly using them without asking anyone first, like a fucking moron.
このカウントダウンは
世界500カ所以上の核施設のどこかへ表しが墜落するまでの時間
To be fair though, even with this technology involved with so many aspects of the world, there would still be technology capable of detecting roughly where the thing is likely to crash and just scrambling fighter jets to destroy it before it comes anywhere close to one of those nuclear sites.
仮に原子炉を突き破り核物質が広範囲にまき散らされた場合被害は見当もつかない
This is partly true, because even when you take into account the worst nuclear power plant disaster in the history of mankind, Chernobyl, only around 30 people died within days following the blast. Yes, you can take into account cancer rates, which are likely to be in the thousands, but these still pale in comparison compared to normal global figures of cancer. The point is, the real end of the world would be if the AI planned to launch nuclear missiles at countries and not from an object striking a nuclear power plant after falling from space.
今まで奪われたオーズアカウントは全体の 38%、4億1200その中から GPS 管制を司るアカウントを取り戻すこと4億人分のオーズアカウントなんて取り戻せるわけないだろ
He said you need to take back the accounts dealing with GPS, not every single account.
うちの畑の野菜やブドウや梨を思いっきり食べさせてあげてください
Aww. But then you threatened to murder him after he did turn up, so who knows what you really thought about anything, you crazy old bitch.
Gotcha, bitch! いうのは勝ちそうだから戦うとか負けそうだから戦わないとかじゃないんだよ。負け戦だって戦うんだうちはな。
Okay, yeah, they can go ahead and take a sin removal here for this scene, and also for the scene just beforehand where they're all finally together eating as a family, including the uncle. Also, I loved his reaction to hearing his grandma had died despite all of his bravado about not caring whether or not she was alive or dead.
ここでゲームを終了しますか現在のレートに対して掛け金が不足し
Physically sweating whilst you're an in-game character. This is great, but how did all of these seemingly hundreds of thousands of people all know that she was doing that at this point in time and know it would help to give their account to her?
This is heroin. This is what happens to your brain after snorting heroin.
最後にオズの守り主を紹介しましょう。ジョンとヨーコです。
Who's Rem?
でも2人じゃ多いかな。え？募集人員1名なの。ナビが壊れちゃったみたい。埼玉あたりのはずなのに画面だと北海道なのよ。
Thank you to the following patrons: Nathan Burr, Vupu, Leon Lutger, Joaquin Jimenez Villaluenga, Manuel Meza, Josiah May, Loritz, Ikodi, Val Sobel, Joel Rosenfeld, BZX001, David Pickfans, Chris Harris, Daniel Musgrave, Joshua Viker, Xenon, Hunter Layfield, Gajivi Trash, Matthew Farmer, Richard Gray, Kyle Farmer, Theodore Quackens, Taj Vorzelman, Jordan Samuels, Scott Harris, Veronica Hamilton, Ryan Karavu, Gabby Z, and to all of the other patrons supporting me. Thank you.
Reach the wizard. Reach the wizard.